Oh, banana! It's the SideQuest, your weekly journey into the wonderful world of video games, video game culture, and the lovely nerds who are a part of it. I'm one of those lovely nerds, Dolly Demosky. Joining me as usual, the one, the only, the very beautiful, very stunning, very motion blur, whatever the hell's going on in there, dressed in
Yeah, I
black
hate it.
like
I
Steve
hate it. I'm turning it
Jobs.
off.
Oh, there you go. You have the
This is actually the camera doesn't pick it up good. This is dark blue and it's a PAX shirt. Thank you very much.
PAX. Are we going to PAX?
Next
Next week, we're gonna be at PAX. Let me start this up. Hi, we got a G's take forever. Yes, we do, and we got a hi boys. Yeah.
Look, I finally get one of you in my stomping grounds.
Yeah, so. Captured me. I will be there. I'm excited. My first ever PAX West. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah. Before we get into that, though, want to thank our Patreon members. You guys and gals are phenomenal people. We absolutely thank you for everything you do, for donating and all the fun stuff. We got to have another game night here. Maybe beginning of next week, we'll figure out something to do. We'll do like Street Fighter 6 or whatever. The Executive, Punkdefied, PUNKDEFIED. Find them on all the socials. Seriously, Pete's an awesome person. Love them. Great folk. Also, more great folk. We have Stefan Swanlin. They are wonderful. Zero the Prototype. They are wonderful. Exogenous. And Jeff Grubb. They are wonderful. You also can be one of the wonderful folks that are in our Patreon. Go to sidequestion.com. Scroll down, and off to the side there, you'll find a little Patreon thing. Feel free to click on there and join us. Don't have to. Just watching this podcast, visiting the website, being in our Discord is wonderful for us. It shows that you care.
It doesn't put money in the coffers, but
doesn't put money in the coffers. Not that there's really a lot of money in those coffers, but every little bit helps for those people who can. And we also got shirts up.
I bought two. I just ordered two.
I ordered my second one because I've already had the first one. So best gamer alive, baby, right here. Banana yellow.
Yeah, that's the one I wanted, but they don't have fat guys, so I had to go with the light blue.
I'm wearing my Savannah Bananas shirt, but I've been busting through more Donkey Kong's so freaking good, so good. But I have a Donkey Kong-ish story that I'll get into with the game that I've been reviewing. I'll talk about that in relation here. You got some cool stuff that you're reviewing that you're going to do a little show and tell. I'm probably going to sneeze at some point. I think I'm picking up something, and it sucks.
Free?
Yeah, for free in this economy. And I got to go over the border this weekend. I got to go to Canada on Saturday, so I'm trying to sneeze everything out right now while I can. So it's going to be good. But yeah, we got PAX coming up, brother.
We does have PAX coming up. I wasn't excited, but then you said you were going, and then I got excited, and now I can't wait. So it's good.
Aw. I've never been to PAX, and JJ, like as you said right at the beginning of the show, he always wanted one of us to head out there. And I'm like, you know what? Dang it. Let me do it. I get to hang out with JJ for a couple days.
To be fair, I had hung out with Taylor. I just didn't know it until much later.
I hung out with Taylor at PAX East and didn't know it till much later. Which is great. The old JPEG days. JPEG was fantastic. You want to go to Canada, Contessa? Canada is fun. It's a good place. Lots of good people. Good food. It's a
couple hours. It's a couple hour drive for me to get to Canada.
Yeah. Actually, Canada is south. It's technically south of where I am. I can get to
Canada. Oh, that's right. You're up in that. Yeah.
And the Detroit has it's like a little thing like this.
There's actually like a road that's like the point of no return. If you're traveling it towards Canada, you can't actually like turn back around and get back into Washington.
Sure.
You just have to go across the border.
Sure. Yep. 20 hours for you guys. Fly. Or drive up to Michigan. Stop over. We got a couple extra rooms here. Sam has done it. Ryan has done it. Ryan hasn't been to the new house, but Exogenous has done it. So we've had, and Zero has done it. So next year we're gonna have a Pool Quest 2 the second annual pool quest will definitely, hopefully some folks can come out to that. Anyways, PAX is going to be really fun. Make sure y'all hop on to the, there you go. Exagger Moose has extra rooms too. We are going to PAX. It's going to be great. I'm excited. There's a lot of stuff that's been revealed this week that's going to be there next week. And obviously the party list, check it out. I want to talk one thing that's going to be there for sure next week. And this was revealed today, announced yesterday that this was happening today, freaked all of us out. Guess what? Kirby Air Riders is still happening this year. And it's going to be at PAX West, if we can sign up fast enough on the 21st. You and I, Jay, they're going to be hitting that button real quick. But I'm really excited. Listen, Nintendo dropped, like, I didn't expect this game to come out this year. I'm like, this is going to be January, February. It's going to be the early part of the year because we hadn't heard anything besides that quick CGI trailer during the Switch 2 announcement. And Nintendo, in its very weird ways this year, has been not doing like big first party directs, like a bunch of games at once, which we love. Instead, they've been doing these one-off. Check out all the cool stuff from Donkey Kong Country. Guess what? Donkey Country was great. Or Donkey Kong Country. Good. Bonanza. Check out all the cool stuff from Kirby Air Riders. That's the next one. That looks fucking good. Looks good. I'll just start the video here. That way we can watch a little bit of video while we're chatting because we should have done that. And it's coming out November 20th. So this is their
release.
This is their big holiday release because typically that's the weekend. That's the week before Black Friday. Black Friday this year falls on. I'm looking at the timing. Oh, look at that! Black Friday falls on November 28th. So this game comes out the week before then. And by the way, my birthday is November 29th. So please, somebody can purchase this game for me. No, just kidding. So this is the game that you advertise. Well, they got another game too. They got Pokemon that comes out in October. They're going to advertise, and they still have that Zelda, Hyrule Warriors game that they're going to advertise. So like they have that one coming out at some point. But part of me was wondering, and this is for Exagermoose, Metroid Prime 4 was going to be their September release. Instead, we get this, which is really weird. And we come to find out they sent a big press release. Check out all the cool games we're bringing to Gamescom and to PAX West. We got Kirby, we got Pokemon, Dragon Drive, if you want, SiLKSONG, and they went down the list. But there's one game missing.
Yeah.
Metroid Prime 4 is not on there, considering they've been showing it everywhere.
The traveling show that they were doing to advertise the Switch 2 had it. Like, I don't know why it's not at either of these. Like, it not being at PAX West or Gamescom seems weird enough, but I don't know what that says. I don't know if I don't know either. Like, is that bad? Is this have they realized that they need to polish it more? I don't know. I hope not. I hope it's just. I just hope it's Nintendo is old curmudgeon-y business and they're set in their ways and they are done with the previewing of it, and now they're gonna start. They have a very specific marketing plan for this game, and they're like, we're not. It's like, okay, cut off everything until we're ready for the direct and then the release date.
I mean, what's interesting to me as well is Moonlighters. We have our fantasy critic for the Patreon folks, sorry, and staff. What's a bummer to me? No, first of all, this game in general, by the way, let's just talk about this game real quick. I wasn't the biggest lover or enjoyer of the original Kirby Air Ride. I thought it was fine, but I was definitely more Mario Kart type of thing. However, Sakurai does magic with this kind of stuff, and we're actually seeing the video right here of Sakurai. I can almost guarantee you that he edited this video all by himself, and he did everything by himself because he essentially edited all of the freaking videos, the majority of them, planned and edited for his weekly video show. So
like I said on Blue
Game
Sky,
looks fucking cool.
Sakurai is what you get if Kojima like video games instead of movies.
Yes.
Like,
So what is Kirby Air Ride? So the original one was, as you're seeing there, sort of like a battle racer, right? There was racing on a track.
Yeah.
And you're kind of battling. It's a little bit of a few things. You can, there you go. You can bounce
it
across
was it was also one of those games that was like a Nintendo 64 game that got lost to time and then reappeared on the GameCube.
Exactly, for sure. Like Animal Crossing, I think that happened to as well.
Well, at least Animal Crossing came out on the N64 in Japan. Like Kirby's Air Ride just got disappeared.
Gosh, that would be a fantastic game to get. By the way,
just give us an unlocalized version of it.
I'll play it, whatever. Yeah. But this modern version takes some of that battle race. So that's what makes it different from a kart racer, from the typical Mario Kart racer. This is the year we have Mario Kart World. Like, this is their big game for the first half of the year is Mario Kart World. That's the one that they want to sell forever. It's the longest tail, right? From it, you'll be just like Mario Kart 8, which still sells in the top 3 in every report and every country. Mario Kart World is that game. This is definitely a more niche gaming experience. This is more core. It's like the core racer for Nintendo heads, but also like cute AF.
I think the thing that's going to sell copies of this game is just the fact that like it's adorable. Like even a casual game player will look and be like, "Hey man, this is kind of cute." And most people have absolutely no reverence for Kirby's Air Ride. They don't even know it exists in some cases. Like, if it weren't for the fact that they kind of redid it for the Wii with motion controls, and that was, practically in and out of stores. So this is pretty much to most people, this is brand new IP, man.
Right? Oh, for sure. It is and good. I mean, Kirby has had some real freaking bangers over the last like couple 3 years here. Kirby in the Forgotten Land was a complete surprise to me. That was that was such a great mature take on, as mature as Kirby can be, mature take on what Kirby can be, because you want Kirby to stay this kind of fun-loving character. It's also definitely Sakurai's favorite hero because he's the only one that survives Smash Brothers and unites everybody to take down take down the enemies and stuff. But this is, I watched this live, right? That was the only thing I caught live today. I ended up catching opening night live later. Watched this live, and it wasn't anything like super special to me. I'm like, okay, why are we getting another racer this year? It's going to confuse some folks. Then I rewatched it and rewatched bits and pieces, and I kind of wrote a little blurb about it. And I'm like, oh, actually, this has some very technical aspects to what a racing game could be. I mean, it just so happens to be Kirby, but it really is about the cart or the machine, I guess they call it, that you're racing on, and the
he's so he was so funny in this, man.
He was
hilarious.
Was great.
I loved when he said, "We added a second button, unfortunately."
Yeah, it was beautiful. Sakurai is fantastic. He goes into the poor guy he told us the last time he was so tired. Like, literally, there you go. You need a single button. Here you go.
He starts off. Unfortunately, like, it's not like out of context. He just says, "Hey, unfortunately, we had to." He like starts this whole thing with like, "Why is making video games so hard?"
Yeah, for sure.
I love when he goes into an explanation on like, what is this? What it's like, isn't this like Mario Kart? Then describes what Mario Kart is, and he's like, "So I guess it is like Mario Kart."
Yep.
He's funny. He's a good.
He's good. He's good. Yeah. But I mean, there's definitely some really cool stuff that they're doing with this. And you see the definite Sakurai-ness in this, that he's been cultivating the very specific Sakurai-san look and feel and UI and experience from the last few Smash Brothers games to Kid Icarus, which, man, they gotta that's an easy win, man. That's an easy win. This is certainly something that Sakurai is well known for, and I'm excited. I became excited for this game because Mario Kart, I kind of mentioned it earlier. Mario Kart World is the game that we are gonna play, whereas Kirby Air Ride is the game that I am going to play. Like this won't be a party game to me. This will be an online with people who are gamers racing type of, like Nintendo gamers specifically.
Yeah, this is like Mario Golf. It's like especially that last one. It's like I play, like, the only time I ever like I bought that game, but like playing it online with a group of people, especially in that speed golf mode or whatever. It's like this is not a game for everyone. Like, this is definitely I just want to play with Nintendo players.
Yep. And that's what I think this game will be for. So it looks great. Good job. You got me. You sold me. I pre-ordered it. And I'm also, Nintendo fans and Nintendo reps that watch this, and Sakurai as well, and Miyamoto too, whoever else is over there, Reggie, whoever.
Bowser. Bowser's watching.
Send us a code for this. Thank you. Send us a code for this. I didn't mean to do the finger guns as I'm going to shoot you, but if I have to hold you up at a bank. Anyways, so that's good. We also had, speaking of Nintendo news, this one was funny because I saw this pop up during the stream offhand, and then like hours later you were like, wait a minute, when did this happen? Indiana Jones and the Great Circle comes to Switch 2 next year, which is really funny because out of all of the Xbox games that we thought were going to be announced, this was not one of the first. We like Master Chief Collection, easy win.
Forza, like maybe
Forza,
even.
like that could have been that could have been really good for the Forza Horizon games. Give us the Forza Horizon game that will sell and do well. The Sea of Thieves would work on this.
I'm surprised.
Grounded 2. There's
that is. I think Grounded 2 because is one
that'll come out.
Grounded
1 is always on sale.
Grounded 1 on the Switch was a kind of like a sleeper hit for them.
Really weird. So, I mean, Doom: The Dark Ages, like there are Doom fans on the Switch. I'm surprised that hasn't been announced for this yet.
I was thinking like maybe it's just not going to happen on the Switch 2. That game's kind of hefty, and then they announced this, which in all honesty is probably heftier of a game.
You think so? I don't know how taxing it is, and I wrote in my little article, but
it has some of the most complex lighting I've seen in a long time in a game, and it's got that
on the Switch too.
It has like the diffusion that goes on the skin, and it's insane what some of the stuff they're doing in this game is. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, it is, and the worlds are all pretty big. Like even like some of the sections that you don't even explore that much are needlessly huge.
Sure,
so I'll be interested to see how this looks.
I mean, Avowed. I was thinking Avowed would come to this too. But there was a little bit more news to this because our good old friend Nate the Hate also said, "Hey, that's not the only Bethesda game coming to Switch 2 in 2026. Starfield is coming out, which is also one. I mean, that one's wild. Like,
I guess I
mean, it's coming to that hasn't been announced for PS5, but we know it's coming to PS5. Oh, and it's Tyler. Tyler has joined us. We're just talking about a couple games. Indiana Jones on the Switch 2, and also potentially Starfield. Nate the Hate is saying Starfield's coming next year to Switch 2 and the PS5. So, but not necessarily the games the Microsoft games we thought were going to be announced for Switch 2, but there's still time. Microsoft has their showcase starting tomorrow. If you're watching this on Tuesday.
I would be interested. Deathloop on the Switch too.
Oh yeah, Deathloop would be great. Yeah,
I'll be interested to see how Indiana Jones runs because it's a pretty beefy game. I've been playing it on PS5, and it's I hear the PS5 running. So
if they're able, one of the fun things was the Pets initiative. Port everything to Switch. Like when Switch first came out, they said it's okay. Port all those old games to Switch. We want to see how they run. And then by the end of the Switch's lifeline, lifetime, where we're like, okay, we want to start moving on, or we want some new games, or blah blah blah. Because you didn't have games on the go. This is obviously in the the pre Steam Deck, the pre PlayStation Portal time. So
Indie don't run on the Steam Deck. That's the thing.
It's
Like
gonna be
indie
wild.
people have been trying and trying, and I think they've got it in a functional state. That doesn't mean playable state.
Right.
So that's what's kind of super interesting about it. Like,
just so long as we're not going back to the cloud stuff they were doing with some Switch games, like I know the Resident Evil games were Kingdom Hearts was the big one that everybody's like.
That was almost exclusively a Capcom initiative.
Yeah.
Like a couple of them weren't. Like Hitman had the Cloud Edition, and Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts. Those are big ones. I always see it's like a bunch of PS2 games can't run.
Yeah, that was just them not wanting to try.
Yeah.
By the way, that Outer Worlds 2 also should come to Switch because that worked. It was chunky on Switch 1, but now granted, Fallout 4 should still come to, and like Fallout 3 and Oblivion remastered and all that stuff.
New Vegas to go with the new show.
There you go. You can watch the trailer on SideQuest.com. All these should come to Switch too.
Yeah. But I got No Man's Sky, the Switch 2 version, and that shit's good. Like
that's what I got.
That's a solid port. Like it ran like Garbo on the Switch one, and this one it's no problems.
A game that is coming to the Switch 2, and we're gonna find out more about in the next couple days, is Hollow Knight Silksong. We actually got a tease for this. That I ripped
for 6 years
directly out of there.
Shut up, Jeff.
Shut up, Jeff.
For 6 years.
He didn't say a lot about it. He was just like, "Yeah, guys, it's definitely this year for sure. I promise."
I promise. They told me, but yeah,
he's not a
showcase.
It's funny. They clearly said, Jeff, you can mention it, but you're not allowed to say the street date.
Yeah,
we've got a thing for that.
They even have like zoomed in viewpoints so you don't see everything, like there's stuff off screen here and there. So it's like cut really weird,
but the UI is like clearly missing bits and bobs.
So we'll find out, I think the 21st, so we're gonna have that.
I've never actually played Hollow Knight, so I don't know. Like I just know it's like been the big like is it coming game.
I love Hollow Knight. I love its aesthetic. I don't like the Silksong stuff has just become it just became an Ouroboros. Just started feeding on its own tail. Like this is a game that should have been a quick sequel to a hot game that just kind of took forever and ever to make. And I guess Schreier's got the tea on that. Sure. He said so when they announced the release date, he's got an article ready to go to.
Okay. He's typed some stuff up and he's ready.
He's ready.
But they need to do a Final Fantasy versus 13 to 15 where they just like change the name to like Hollow Knight 2 or something.
But like
just simplify it. Get away from Silksong.
At the end of the day, it's a Metroidvania. Like it's kind of hard to really screw that up as long as you're trying to make a good Metroidvania game. So
Anything else from opening night live that you guys saw? There was.
I only vaguely remember some of the stuff.
It wasn't the most memorable show.
A lot of like strategy games, the tactical games.
It is Resident Evil 9. They showed new Resident Evil 9 stuff, which is I'm always here for.
That looks good. Count me in.
It felt very short. Like the trailer for Resident Evil like ended. I was like, was that it? I guess we're gonna. I mean, I know there's a demo on the floor, so I guess they're just kind of like, come play the demo.
Yeah.
And don't forget, Jeff saw that at Osaka last month. Very good.
Yeah. I mean, like the biggest section of the show was for Call of Duty. Like,
last but not least, from today's announcements, look at that. GOOEY is here. Lovely. GOOEY is here.
Gabbo.
I did want to say though, real interestingly enough, they had the big Pokemon World Championships this past weekend. Next year, 2026, the actual game. So they got two announcements. One, they got Pokemon XP, which is like they're doing a Pokemon during PAX West. By the way, next year they're doing a whole Pokemon Expo, so that's going to be interesting down in San Diego. But Pokemon Champions is going to be the official game that will be played next year. And that's an interesting.
They are putting their weight behind champions.
They were like that game. They haven't even really announced too much, but really, it's like, hey, this is as it. What the heck is going on in this rare human mutations? Good Lord, that's terrifying. Terrifying that I'm getting ads is what I'm saying. But
geez, I didn't even see that.
Yeah. And let me scroll up and out of this. Okay. Your dog has fleas. Check your cupboard. Oh gosh, now it's just okay. Anyways, next year, Pokemon. They're putting some weight behind Pokemon Champions. I'm gonna get some
that's
out of
crazy.
So,
that's
hello,
crazy. I didn't expect them to embrace it that hard.
Right.
So at least we know when it's going to be out.
Yep. At some point next year. Okay. We're playing a few things, and I want to start with Jage.
With Jage
right now, because let me put you in prime position here.
Prime position.
I'm gonna go like this. So we have been fortunate enough to start getting like some really cool pieces of hardware. You've seen me with the glasses from that I actually use all the time. These are the Overwatch glasses and stuff. So you've seen me with that stuff from Gunner. You've seen us with various keyboards. We had the Pokemon headset and keyboard and mouse pad a couple weeks earlier last month that were announced from Razer. Well, JJ was sad because he's like, I just want that Gengar.
They announced China was getting the Gengar headset, and I was like, okay, foot's in the door now. America's getting Pokemon Razer. I mean, that's step one. Except I was a little disheartened when it was unique to us and just sort of a catch-all. But I was like, oh well, look, Gengar's my guy. Let's see if I can rotate my arm. I got a tattoo.
Love it.
I've got a Hershey bar right here. So
how old is the Hershey bar?
Only a couple weeks. They're still on store shelves right now.
I was like, okay, if you've just like kept that pristine for like 6 years, I've been really impressed.
No. I'm not gonna eat it. That's its life now. But at one point in the last week or so, Dally pings me and he's like, Jage.
Literally last week.
Yeah. Are you up? Where are you? And you drop me a photo and an announcement of Razer Kraken Kitty V2 Gengar Pokemon headset. I'm going to swap over to them now.
Yeah, look at that. The funny thing is, JJ has a full mane of hair.
I have to change settings.
There you go. He has a full mane of hair. He shaved his head just so he can get this headset looking correct, right, JJ?
Yeah.
Yep, we got to see exactly where it all lands here.
So we hear you, JJ. Tell us about.
Well, I've switched over to this microphone too.
Ooh,
I don't know how it sounds by comparison. It's not up to you guys.
It's okay. I mean, like, I don't have a fancy microphone. I'm just using the one in this one, so I get. It's probably no worse than this one.
Yeah. So, like, this is the dream come true for someone like myself. These are based off of a pre-existing Razer model, the Kitty V2s. Oh, sorry, punch them. But obviously, instead of cat ears, we get the spiked Gengar hair. Let's see if I can. I like the this is custom RGB with a Gengar silhouette in it.
Wow.
Everything's sort of done through the Synapse app. If you use Razer, everything's done through that. So you can change the lighting that way. I've just kept it standard Gengar purple. You can have it be reactive. One thing is the original kitties, the ears light up too, but that wouldn't really make sense with this headset for them to light up since it's not really a Gengar thing. But let's see if I can show another favorite aspect.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, Gengar's in there.
they tucked away some Gengars in the cups. So like they really went. These I haven't had a pair of Razer.
Are there different Gengars for
Headphones.
left and right in the cup?
No, it's the same. It's
Ah.
the same Spooky Boy on both sides. Uh, when I got it out of the pack, I wasn't entirely certain about this headband because it felt like it was just kind of more filled with air than sort of cushioning, but it's actually really nice. It's actually a really nice thing. It actually feels really good. It doesn't. There's no weight up here, which is nice. I mean, there's not holding anything down. So
I think I mentioned it in the other Razer Pokemon headset is that they've done something really nice with that headband area where it feels weightless and it, like you said, there's a little bit of air and it's not pushing down on your head.
It's super nice. So one thing that I am kind of a stickler for, some people have their eyes can see the frames per second. Fidelity is important. I like sound. I'm a sound snob when it comes to this. I mean, like, I have different headphones for different occasions. The headset that I typically wear when I'm on here are my are Sennheiser Momentum 3s. They're hot, like, they're audiophile wireless headset. And so when you get sound out of something like that, it's more tuned for music and even film a little bit, where everything's natural. It has a very, like, the mids, the bass, the treble, they're all like just sort of within the same range. They're designed to fill your ears, and they're great for, but it's not really the best for this situation, because it's kind of overkill, if anything. So these are tuned for gaming. So the mids are kind of lost in the shuffle a little bit because it's bass. These things rely on bass. I think these have, I remember right, these have 40 millimeter drivers in the cups. My Sennheisers have like 42 millimeters on the Sennheisers, which is really big for headphones. When they came out, that was kind of ridiculous. It was over.
Right.
But yeah, they sound good for gaming. These are not, you do not listen to music with these. Music sounds terrible unless there's some music that's okay, I guess, like something that's heavy in bass.
Video game music.
Video game music in particular, like things that are heavy in bass or electronic music can kind of come across pretty good because it doesn't need that same level of mellowing out and stuff. And the app lets you have, when you buy the headset, you register your headset, you get access to the simulated 7.1 surround sound in the headset, which works pretty well. The simulated 7.1 is always kind of goofy, but sometimes it's better than others. I think there's like, the Sony has the 3D audio stuff on their headsets, which is really nice. I think they handle it well. This is okay. I wouldn't like, I wouldn't listen to music. I wouldn't probably watch movies with these, but for gaming, they're great. You really get like it feels concussive when you're playing a game with it. So which is good for a game. But you get it's hard to get a fair idea of what Razer is offering because you kind of get a lot of brand loyalty or whatever the opposite of loyalty is. Like, they're just going to be anti-Razer no matter what. All their stuff is junk. Their build quality is bad, or for fanatics or whatever. It's just it is what it is. And so I never really knew what to expect out of these from a sound standpoint. So playing them on games, I think I haven't. They're great. I know we don't like to get the price very often on these things, but these are $140, which is kind of ridiculous for what you get, but you're not buying it for it being your a high-end gaming headset. You're buying it because, especially this, because it's the package. It's Pokemon. It's Gengar. It's branded. It's someone like me. Like, like if I would have bought these regardless. Like, it's like, so they just dropped today. They went up this morning, and the initial.
Can I go buy these today?
No, the initial wave sold out instantly. They'll bring them back, but yeah, the initial launch they completely sold out.
Wow.
And there's more stuff, so I also expect like they'll probably restock them if they ever announce any of the other stuff, because there was more Gengar materials to be had out there. But yeah, these are extremely comfy. I feel like I could wear these for a while and not have the weight of the headset. Like, with all this kibble and stuff up here and how big they are, you'd kind of expect the weight to sort of kind of grow tiresome. But nah, man, these are comfy. I like them. They're aesthetically cool. They had an assignment and they nailed it. And yeah, I just love these things, man. They look great. I'll probably just be podcasting with these on from now on.
Have you had a chance to plug it into the Switch 2 yet?
I have everything.
Okay.
I have. I'm sure you've had the exact same experience I did when you plugged in your headset.
Yep.
I don't think the drivers are that much different between. These are the Triforce drivers. They're like a 3-driver system that like each one has a different. One's bass, one's treble, one's just a whole thing. I could go into the schematics, but I don't think we want to. My biggest complaint about this headset is this microphone. It's just there. Yours, the one on the headset that you got, slides in, pops in. This one's just there. It's just always there. There's no it's permanently attached.
And you can't remove it either.
Can't remove it. Doesn't come out. It's just permanently attached.
I do like how this one will.
Yeah, just disappears away. I mean, luckily, like right now, the microphone kind of disappears into my beard and shirt. But that's probably my biggest complaint is I wish the microphone was at least detachable. Like, let me unscrew it or something. But and I will say one other feature that I like, the headset that I have, the volume control is button based, and this is a knob, and I'm always a fan of knobs, man. Let me raise that volume up with a knob. Potentiometer, it just keeps going, it never stops. So yeah, big fan of that.
I'm gonna say I'm not an ears kind of guy on a headband, but a headset. But I'd probably wear these around the house too. Yeah. I love the color.
Who do we think is next Pokemon wise? Like, I mean, like Dolly's was like Pikachu, right? I'm pretty sure I'm remembering that. Yeah, and then like we got Gengar. Like who's next?
Eevee.
Eevee? Oh yeah, Eevee's a good one.
It's Eevee.
Eevee's a good.
It's always Eevee. Pikachu
all the evolutions too. I mean, there's marketing right there. Just
there you go.
All the evolutions.
Excellent. So, beautiful. I have been playing a game, and I checked this game out at Summer Game Fest. Immediately fell in love with it in the hour that I played it there, and now I had a chance to review it. I got the code like last week. Dove in to Sword of the Sea. And releases today on PlayStation Plus if you have the executive level of PlayStation Plus.
I downloaded it during work today, and I looked at it on the dashboard, and I have not started it.
Perfect. So this is okay. I have tons of notes on my phone here that I've written for this game, but
you got me stoked for this game when you came back from Summer Games Fest.
Sure, so. and you should be, because it's a dolly length game, 3 to 4 hours.
The perfect game.
perfect afternoon / evening game. And when you play Sword of the Sea, first of all, Giant Squid Studio. When you play Sword of the Sea, you will want to go through the whole thing all at once, because it really is that kind of experience where you don't want to put this thing down. I'm going to play the trailer here and bump this up here. So people call it a surfing game. It's not a surfing game. It's more akin to snowboarding and skateboarding in a way. It's sword boarding, one might say. The world of Sword of the Sea has lost all the water. The sea has disappeared, and the sea is sort of yearning to come back. And it's endowed this nameless character, this nameless hero, to bring the water back. So as the game starts, everything is sand. The sand moves like water. So you're actually on waves of sand bouncing up and down. There's half pipes. There's tiles that you can go over. There's chains that you can skate down or surf down or whatever you want to call it. The feel of this game is of let me put it this way. The game is about the balance between life and lack of life. And what I mean by that is, even when there is no life, even when there's no water, when there's no animals, there feels like there's an anticipation. There's an emptiness, but there's an anticipation that water will return. And that's why the sea has gifted this person to bring the water back and kind of vanquish this dragon, which you kind of find out. But the angle towards sort of the loneliness aspect is really kind of profound to me. And we've seen these kinds of games in the past where, you're kind of a soul character, journey, absolute pathless, and you bump into other people in different ways to kind of get the story to move along, right? Whether it's co-op or it's sort of asymmetric. In this case, the world without living creatures in it, when there's no water, is very lonely. And there's only one other person that you meet, but you only meet that other person when you start to bring water back to the world. When you start bringing water back to the world, the fish come out. You see the killer whales. All the animals are happy. Jellyfish are coming up everywhere. Seaweed is growing. You go from sand in sort of this desolate world to this lush, vibrant world that you're bringing water to. There's all the different biomes and stuff as well. But and that kind of dichotomy to me is really kind of exciting and profound. And what I mean by that is, even in moments like where everything is empty, you see in this video and these videos that you're kind of skating down sand and you're skating in tunnels and everything seems quiet and empty. It is empty, but the developers have painstakingly gone through putting life in those. And I think the first time you start to understand it is you're going over sand that works and functions like water, right? So the sand dunes are waves, and you see it, you're bouncing over this stuff, you're hovering over it. Sand is alive. This world is alive. It's very lonely and it's waiting, but it's still alive. And the sand is kind of like heartbeats, kind of like the waves of life waiting and kind of working their way and anticipating. And that sort of anticipation in this game is what really kind of struck me, because I wanted to bring water everywhere. Like, you start playing and you're thinking, can I fill this zone up with water? Can I fill this with water? What happens when I fill this with water? And as you do, things get more life. They get more beautiful. Flowers will spring up. Dolphins will pop in. I don't want to get into too many spoilers, but there's so much that happens to this world where life comes back and water comes back, that by the time you're done with this whole thing, like I sat back on my couch, and I've already gone through one run and I'm halfway through my second run of this game. I sat back on my couch and I thought, I love the earth. Like, I love life. And I love every aspect of life. I love going out. I will go outside in the wintertime and see everything caked in ice and snow and think, this is beauty. This is magic. I will go in the middle of summer and see dirt on the ground now and think, this is life. Like, it's still life. It's still here. And it's anticipating water coming in or some effect coming in. And that to me was just such an awesome moment, like finishing the game and thinking, okay, there's that connection to the planet is so strong. It's something that we tend to forget about. And this game is telling the story of, I don't want to say environmentalism, but it's telling the story of care and love and connection to the earth, to the planet, that you don't really see in other games. And they kind of focus it towards the sea. And they're also called giant squid, which is a very seaworthy animal. So as you revolve around that, it's such a strong, kind of compelling and profound story. And you get to do freaking tricks, and you get to collect experience points and learn to do different tricks and flips. And there's no reason to do the tricks and flips. It's just a fun little thing that's like, hey, I have a sword. I have a sword board. Why can't I do tricks and flips? Why not? That's cool. You can see, I mean, there's half pipes built up everywhere. There's empty.
Does Goldfinger start playing at some point?
Yeah, right. And so it's just this cool aspect, and it really is kind of going with the flow. Water flows, right? Obviously, water flows. The sand flows, and everything feels like it's all heading towards one direction. And you really are sort of going with the flow. And there are good and bad to that. I think the good thing is that you just kind of go and do stuff, and there's no like markers to tell you what to do. You just kind of go out there, and you're constantly moving and moving forward. That can be a little bit on the, I don't want to say bad side, but that can be a little bit on the more challenging side for folks, because there isn't an actual marker of where you have to go. You just kind of go and start doing things and learning those tricks, and you can learn the story if you want to of what happened to this world and why it sort of dried up and what the history is behind it. Again, you don't have to. It's just keep moving forward, and you kind of go from there. It's really stunning. It's wonderful. They've done it again, and this has rocketed to right at or near the top of my game of the year already list. I freaking love it, and it's one of those experiences where you're both the life bringer to this planet, and you're experiencing the life, and you're understanding what life is. So yeah, I can Sword of the Sea, go check it out. It's just so cool. I love it so much. Can't recommend it enough. I'm emotionally frail for this. By the end of this, you will be so filled with optimism that even in some of the, I don't want to say battle, but there's some things that happen that you're like, yeah, I feel good about myself. I got to play this again and start to really kind of absorb it like water. So yeah, Sword of the Sea, check it out. It's on PlayStation Plus Pass, whatever that is, and you can buy it.
I think it's premium, or I forget which tier it is. I have the highest one, and I just download everything.
So good. Go get it.
Yeah, it looks like the perfect, like, we send my daughter off to my mom's house for a few hours like every weekend, and I'm like, this is the perfect like game for that slot for us to come home to and play. So,
but Tyler.
But didn't you have a companion story to go with your time?
Oh yeah, here's a companion story. Thank you. I started playing this game, and I've been knee deep in Donkey Kong Country, which is like a 300-hour experience for me. The minute I start playing this game, I want to destroy the sand and the rocks and the tiles around me, which I thought was just wild. By the way, I will say one really cool thing: the DualSense controller has the haptics audio and the feedback in this. As you're going over tiles, you're hearing and feeling the individual bumps of the tile.
Yeah,
you're going over sand, you feel the chomp
of landing. I love the haptics.
So well done. Like, play this with that PlayStation controller. You have to, because it's part of the experience. You feel like you're on this sword board. Love it. Go get it. Anyways, can't destroy the world like Donkey Kong style, but whatever. And Tyler, you said you wanted to give a shout out?
Yeah, just like a quick, like, I'm not playing anything that's super, like, new, or I'm actually kind of between stuff. I was actually looking at, like, what I've got, ready to go. And I'm like, oh, there's a lot of stuff coming up. But, like, a couple weeks, I've got Metal Gear Solid Delta pre-ordered. So I'll squeeze that in. And pretty big for me for my second review game. Not going to spoil it, but very excited for that one. But I did want to go and give a quick shout out to Higurashi When They Cry. I know a lot of people in our Discord don't really need this shouted out, but I've seen a lot of people online kind of like not sure about Silent Hill F, which comes out, next month, like late next month. And I just want to tell everybody that is not sure about Silent Hill F to just go check out Higurashi. You've got about a month. There's like 8 main chapters. That might be enough time. We've been kind of like slow burning it, of like doing like a chapter a month and then like taking like a month break, because it is just a visual novel. It's more like, I think I had a discussion with I forget who in the Discord, I'm sorry, but with like, which verb is it? Are you playing a visual novel, or are you reading a visual novel? But Ryukishi07, who's the writer of Higurashi and who was the writer of Silent Hill F, they have won me over with this.
Nice.
I absolutely beautiful story. We're on chapter 7 right now. Minagoroshi, and really enjoying it. Starting to like get to the end and kind of figure out the answers, but we're not quite there yet. And I know there's like a sequel, like When They Cry series that Zach is really big into.
Yeah.
Umiko, I think. Every time I bring up Higurashi, he's like Umiko.
Yeah.
Umiko. But so far I'm just on Higurashi, and like I said, just anybody that is not sure about Silent Hill F, and I've seen a lot of discussion about the combat of F as well, which I've not paid as much attention to. People are, like, oh, I don't know, the combat feels like people are calling it like kind of Souls-like, which I don't know if I've really seen. It just kind of looks like Silent Hill combat. Of just, but Silent Hill F could be a farming sim for all I care. If Ryukishi07's writing it, like I'm in. So
yeah, no, I trust him with my life. Honestly. So.
And that's been the one that I've been like most intrigued by since the initial like Silent Hill transmission. Has been like, oh hey, F, that's like the big new blockbuster one.
Not the weird TV show thing that they did that everyone
I did play like one of No Code's other games, like Untold Stories, and like that one was fine, but like Higurashi has been like kind of like my jam. I've been very much into it. So yeah, just wanted to make sure anybody that is not sure about F, just try to squeeze in Higurashi. It's a long one. Like every chapter, like how long to beat lists them at like 12 to like 15 hours depending on the chapter. So they're pretty long, and they take us a lot longer because we'll stop and talk a lot during.
Sure.
F for farming. Yes, that's
farming.
What F is what it's for, but it's for farming.
Sweet.
But yeah.
Also the F is Forte.
Forte. It is technically the Forte.
Forte. It's Silent Hill Forte.
I thought it was Silent Hill Fortnite.
Silent Hill Fortnite. Yeah, no. Because Forte is like strong and loud.
Which is what we have been during this podcast, which we are wrapping up now. Thank you to JJ for showing us the headset he's wearing. Thank you to Tyler for showing us a blue headset and talk about a cool game that I never even knew existed. And thank you to all our wonderful viewers and listeners. We love y'all. We really do. We are going to be back maybe beginning of next week, because then JJ and I are off to PAX, so we might do an earlier in the week show, wrapping up all the rest of this Gamescom stuff.
I'm gonna force you into a gorilla from the
we'll do it for sure. With that said, sidequesting.com, sidequesting TV on YouTube and Twitch, and hop in the Discord. That's where we all hang out. We'll see you on the next episode of the SideQuest. Bye-bye.